Hello friends, welcome to SQL Pattern Programming video series. Pattern programming helps us to understand the core programming logic and improves problem solving and logical thinking, which directly helps us in interviews and real-time coding tasks. In this video, we are going to learn about how to print the Floyds triangle using SQL. Just to start with, Floyds triangle is a right angle pattern of consecutive numbers starting from 1, and each row contains one more number than the previous row, filled from left to right. Let me quickly show you the logic what I'm going to do in the SQL, followed by a quick demo. To print a Floyds triangle, the very basic information is we just need to print a sequence. Of course, using SQL, we can able to very easily print using this connect by class. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a 2 copy of this same data like 1, 2, 3, 4 and another copy like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to do a simple Cartesian product of these two things. When we do a Cartesian product of two set of data which has 4 rows in each data set, obviously we will get 16 records. So now we got the 16 record. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to introduce a condition saying that the first column value should be greater than or equal to the second column value. So in this case, this row will get filtered. Same way in this set, this row will get filtered. That is, the first column value should be greater than or equal to the second column value, because none of these, all these places, the first column value is less than the second column value, right? So here also this set will get filtered and we will get this set in our output. So when we introduce that condition, like the first column value greater than or equal to second column value, the rest of the informations will get filtered out so that we'll just get the remaining data. Once we got this information, I'm just going to introduce a simple sequence number on top of this. So using a simple row num, we'll be able to introduce a sequence number. So here is our sequence number. We are almost done now. Now what we are going to do, we are just going to simply aggregate this. Now if you see the pattern of output like 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9, 1. So let's say this is column 1, this is let's say column 2, column 3. So here column 1 is going to give us the data for each row. So 2, 1, 3 is going to the second row, 4, 5, 6 is going to be the third row. Similarly 7, 8, 9, 10 is going to be the fourth row. And the column 2 will say where exactly the column 1 should go, which specific row. So basically this column 2 we are just going to use for a grouping. Right? That means the 1 should go to the first row, 2 and 3 should go to the second row, 4, 5, 6 should go to the third row. Similarly, 7, 8, 9, 10 should go to the fourth row. And column 3, we are just going to use how the data should get sorted within each row. For example, in this set, 4, 5, 6 should get sorted in this order like 1, 2, 3. Same way 7, 8, 9, 10 in the output should get sorted in 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. So this we will be able to implement using a simple list aggregation as part of the output. Now let me show you the demo. Let's start with the demo. So the basic to print the Floyds triangle is the sequence of number. So here is the query to print the sequence of number from 1 to 4. So let me make this as a with class query. Let's say with dataset as select L from dataset. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take one more copy of the same dataset. So let me give alias for the first dataset as A, so that we can select A.L from the dataset. Let me take one more copy, dataset alias as B. So let me select B.L. Right? Since this is a Cartesian product, so when we do a Cartesian product of 4 rows into 4 rows, we will get 16 rows. So let's see the output here. So we got the 16 rows. So let me just put order by A.L comma B.L so that we will get exactly the same output like this. So now what we are going to do, I'm just going to take all the rows from column 1, whichever is greater than or equal to the column 2. So that is, I'm just going to put where A.L greater than or equal to B.L. So what will happen in this case is anything that is greater than or equal to L will get retained. For example, here 1 is greater than or equal to 1, but rest of the things will not get satisfied. Same way in the second set, 2 is greater than 1, 2 is greater than or equal to 2. So the rest of the things will not get displayed. So in this case, these 3 record, and finally in the last set we will get these 4 record, right? So let me just execute this query. So as expected, after filtering out, we just got the remaining data. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a row name on top of the result set, exactly like this. On top of this result set, I'm just going to put a simple sequence number. So let me make this as an inner query. Select row name, comma, let me give column name as column 1, and let me give alias for a.1 as column 2 and b.l as column 3. So I'm just going to select column 2, column 3 from, let me make this as an inner query. Let me execute. Now we got 3 columns. The first column is a simple sequence number, which is like this, and second column is just a like 1 for the first set, 2 and 2 for the second set, 3 for the third set, and 4 for the fourth set. And finally the column 3 is just a sequence. Of course, this we are going to use all these columns here, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do the aggregation based on second column. So second column, we are just going to use it for grouping. That means I want to group based on the second column. That means as per this group, we are going to take a comma separated list of the first values. Within that first values, we are just going to order the detail as per the column 3. Let me show you. So here what I'm going to say, list aggregation of row name. Let me put a space here, or even we can put a comma separated value, and this is going to be grouped by column 2. So we want to group it as per column 2. So within group, I want to order the data by column 3. Let me execute the query here. Now if you see here, we just got whatever the expected output here, right? So now I will tell you this row name only is actually giving us the values like this, and group by is actually from column 2, which help us to group the data as per the column 2. This order by, because within each group, for example in this set, I want to order by 2 and 3. I don't want it in a 3 and 2. Let me show you another example so that you will be able to understand the usage of column 3. Instead of putting a default order or order by column 3 ascending, let me put order by column 3 descending. Now you will be able to see exactly the difference between the column 3's usage. So here it is 2, 3, here it is 3 and 2, right? Now let us just change this query a little bit to include, let me make it as 21, so that we will be able to get a Floyd's triangle for 21. So let me just remove the second thing, right? So we just got the Floyd's triangle for 21 rows. Okay, if you see this, it is slightly arranged in a different format, because until 4th row we have a 1-digit number. From 5th row until 13th row we have a 2-digit number. After that it is like a 3-digit number. So because of that number format, or because of the space usage, it is just coming like that. If you want to change this also, you can just use LPAD or RPAD here. Let me say LPAD of, let's say 3. Remaining I just want to concatenate into space. Now if you can see here, it is properly arranged. So here is the final query just for your reference. So the learning from this video is how to use multiple logics grouped together to implement a pattern like this, right? I hope you would have learned something new. Let me know what pattern you want to see in the upcoming video. Please let me know in the comment section, or you can drop to this mail ID. And thanks a lot for watching this video, and have a great day ahead.